Hi Libra, welcome to my channel. We're doing a very special read for you guys. As we know, Mercury is about to go retrograde. So let's start. Okay, Libra. Well, let's not waste any of your time. We have a lot to talk about and a lot to deal with this coming month of April. And one thing that we are looking at is the retrograde. Now, Mercury is going to go retrograde in your seventh house and then going back to your sixth house. So, first, you will see there in the chart that Mercury is retrograding, if that's even a word, on your seventh house of partnership. And then as you go through the 9th of April, that's gonna go back to sidereal Pisces. So for people who doesn't know, I do sidereal Vedic astrology, and what you're looking at is a South Indian chart. Now, let's understand first who is Mercury for Libra. Now, Mercury is in charge of your Libra, your career. Okay, sorry, not your career. Your gurus, your teacher. Okay, so you'll see there Gemini. Gemini is your ninth house, so Mercury rules that. And then your 12th house. 12th house is losses, 12th house is isolation, 12th house is, how to call this, your quality of your sleep. Okay, as a 12th house. 12th house is your feet also. Ninth house is your studies. Ninth house is your luck. So those are what Mercury basically is in charge. Just in a very broad spectrum. We don't have a whole day to explain each of the house over here. So let's focus on that seventh house of yours, as Mercury is going to be there. You see there's 2 degrees. This South Indian is already set to April 2nd, the time that it's going to go retrograde. Ideally, we don't make any kind of decision 5 days before and 5 days after. This decision can bring us certain issues later on, because the chances of us making a mistake during the time is higher. Understand that when Mercury is retrograde, it's far from the sun, closer to planet Earth, and that's why the Graha gives us a stronger kind of karma that we have to deal with. So, relationship wise, can be very strenuous, Libra. With Mercury in the seventh house, this is someone acting like a child. If you have a spouse right now, I'm pretty sure you're having a headache, because they're basically putting you in a very testy position, and you're always trying to consider, like, let's do this, let's do that. You're smart with regards to Jupiter in the seventh house. This is a wonderful, wonderful placement for Jupiter, as Jupiter is the Karaka for the spouse. But with Mercury over there, your spouse becomes immature. And when it goes retrograde, it becomes more heightened. So you would be dealing with a lot of people who are immature, not just your person, not just the person you are in relationship with, but with Mercury in the seventh house, expect, or at least, okay, delays with certain business partnership. And I would rather delay it than pursue it, because the Mercury, because with Mercury, like, let's not sign anything as far as like business partnership. So let's delay that. Any contracts, if we can delay it, let's try. But if you're already scheduled to get married this month, well, I guess we'll just see. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, as soon as Mercury goes retrograde on the 9th, even further, and it's going to go back to your sixth house, which is your health. We have to review that. It's not a health advice, but you probably would need some checkup with your doctor. That's one. And then your debts, your income, that's going to be not income, sorry, your debts will be a high focus. We already have your Lagna Lord in your sixth house, Venus, 2 degrees in Pisces, and then you have Sun. So high time that you probably should start a healthy regimen. Probably there's a change of diet or some exercise that you probably go into. Staying active, of course, is good. But with Rahu in the sixth house over here, your schedule always changes. Like, one day you're here, the next day you're there. So it can be a very testy time, and that can affect your health. So a little bit unstable with your day to day, as sixth house is your day to day. The moment that you wake up, you grab your keys, go into the car, all those things, just the regular thing, putting in your shoes. Those are the day to day. That's the sixth house. And if Rahu is there, and Rahu is unpredictable, you never know what you're going to do today, even though you plan it out. And then you add Mercury there, then it becomes what we call now a stellium, because you have Venus Sun, Rahu, and Mercury in your sixth house. Stellium is when there's four planets in one house. And when that happens, normally it becomes a very, very conflicting time for the person, because imagine one household or one house, and then there's four, okay, four people dealing with each other. And with Venus over here in the sixth house, Venus is not favorable in the sixth house because sixth house is work, and Venus is an empress, and she doesn't like to work. However, Venus is exalted in Pisces. So you may find yourself enjoying your work, but at the same time, why am I working? I don't want to work today. But you're enjoying it supposedly because it's exalted. Or you may even get a new job over here, exaltation of Venus in the sixth house. So if you're trying to look for a job, congratulations, you're about to land one, or you have new job opportunities that is coming your way because it's exaltation. You'll get it, but there's always like how to call this, a double-edged sword. Okay. With Sun in Pisces over here, we're about to approach, the whole solar, how to call this, the Sun transiting to all the 12th house. And with Sun in Pisces, you're probably have some dreams right now that you're trying to figure out for yourself. And you just have wishful thinking that, things could get better, but it will. Okay. It definitely will. Remember, Jupiter is in the seventh. So if you have any issues with your relationship, this is the time that it can get, it can be saved. Now, there are specific crystals that I do recommend for you guys. As you guys know, I work with crystals a lot, and I do have a jewelry store. And some crystals don't work. Some crystals just don't work with your sign. If you're tired that your crystals are not working the way that you would like to, well, I'm a crystal expert, and I made specific double Piao crystal bracelet just for your sign. Get yours right now at eatreadlove.me. Some crystals don't work and some crystals do work. And that's why I selected for the Libra already all the different crystals for you guys. I have prepared for you a stack together with your Zodiac Piao. And trust me, jade for you guys is amazing. Okay, like if I wear jade, you better wear jade as well. Now, I have a specific Mercury retrograde kit and caboodle that I prepared for you guys, which is, it says green adventuring, it has emerald, all those magical goodness that comes free with a stack. And I will talk more about it in a little bit at the end of the video on how to use it. So if you're interested on manifesting your dreams and your desire, especially if you have some foreign travel, you want to expand, I feel like this is an expansion, or you want your wish to be granted, stay tuned at the end because I'm going to be sharing you some tips and secrets that I do and that I would recommend for you. Now, coming back to your chart here, with Saturn and Mars on your fifth house, so you try to be patient and understanding to your person, but you may call it quits at any time soon. The pressure is on. Your person refuses to be controlled, and not that you're trying to control them, it's just as how they feel. Saturn and Mars in the fifth house is not favorable at all. And this is more of like, how do you say this? It's like a very challenging time to be with someone. It just brings aggression. It becomes more testy. And this time with Mars and Saturn, like this is just madness. So if you can extend your patience, that'll be very good. And that can preserve the marriage and the union. But with Jupiter in the seventh, we have maybe 4 more weeks in your house of relationship and marriage. Then this is a time that it can still be saved. Okay, so don't give up in that relationship. It can get sorted out. We want Venus from its exaltation to go to your seventh house. So that way the harmony, okay, the balance, the peace, may come back to the relationship. Now, remember how I told you that there are specific things that I would recommend for your sign? Well, here it is. How many times you missed out on something that is like a must-have? Oh my God, this is one of those. So this Mercury retrograde, which is in the April 1st of, well, it's coming soon. It's like 9 to 10 days. I have made this wonderful remedy bracelet specifically for this transit. And what's good is like you can wear this for the whole time, okay, of Mercury retrograde and every Mercury retrograde, which happens every 3 months. So let's discuss first what is Mercury. Mercury, communication, business, e-commerce, right? This is our courage, our will, the natural ruler of third house, which is Gemini, and also ruler of natural sixth house, which is Virgo. And Virgo is our debts, our day to day. So there's a lot of things that Mercury can affect us, and that's how much we say, the speech, the tone of our voice. All those are mercurial. So this time around, we got to be careful, and that's why I made a specific remedy bracelet for this upcoming Mercury retrograde. Now, green aventurine, you got malachite, you got jade, and you have emerald with real gold. And by the way, this is free. So emerald is the crystal that is connected to Mercury, but emerald is so expensive. So this is your chance to get one bracelet with an emerald already. So all green for Mercury, because Mercury is also connected to green, and you get green aventurine. So green aventurine, very, very uplifting. Okay, it clears out the heart chakra. Remember, heart chakra is also color green. You got jade for joy and happiness, luck and love. And then you have emerald, which is for Mercury. This is now our choices, our will, our decision making. This is also going to help you with regards to certain money issues. Now, the real gold bead here is for the part where you can get the cleansing and purification. So this right here, amazing. Malachite, big crystal for transformation, and it is one of the top tier crystals for, let's just say, big changes that you want to accomplish. So this right here is your Mercury retrograde. Okay, this is your crystal bracelet, but it comes with a grounding crystal. It's a set of grounding crystal. Oops, sorry, I got excited. So it comes with 3 grounding crystals over here, specific for this transit, to make sure that we won't make those mistakes, because you know how we can be like a little bit like misunderstanding, confusion, arguments during this time. So these are grounding crystals for free. And if you get your stack today, our Zodiac stack, you will get also on top of this free bracelet and this free grounding crystal pouch, a $20 gift card. Now, if you get just your Zodiac pouch, you will get a $10 gift card. So all these are ready to ship, and the thing is, it's only this weekend because Mercury retrograde is coming soon, so don't miss out. Order one today. Visit our website, eatreadlove.me.